What's going on, guys? Bao here, back with some anime pirates, so let's get into this. I did make it a 120, as you can see. And yeah, we're gonna have to get through the quest, which of course is the Battlefield 1... Is it 120 to 121 or 121 to 122? I don't know, we're gonna check here in a minute, but I got most of my dailies and stuff like that done, so I don't really have to do that. I'm gonna do this one real quick because I actually forgot to do it, but yeah, we made it to 120. And we did unlock the hockey for our main, but in order to actually get it, you do have to beat the battlefield first, or you have to go through all the quests first. And then after you do that, you're not even guaranteed to actually get the hockey, because you do need the Kuma one, which is a little bit harder to get, depending. Well, I guess at 120 it might be a little bit easier, but sometimes you see them in events and stuff like that. I'm not too sure what they're called. Once I unlock it, of course, it'll be a little bit easier to explain, but I have to go through the whole battlefield. So I might make another video after I'm done with all the battlefield and stuff like that, updating you on some of the stuff that I actually have to get done, like upgrading equipment, switching out characters. I'm going to be switching out Nami. However, to actually switch her out is gonna be a little bit harder than I actually thought, because I do want to switch her out for Boa, but yeah, in order to actually do that, I would have to get her up to, I believe it's her hockey up to 10, so that's pretty hard to do. But even if I do get that, I'm not going to be able to advance her until she's 125, so I don't know if it's worth it. I think she's actually stronger than I almost wanted to say Nell for some reason. Nami, so it doesn't matter if I advance her. They should be about the same, and I should be able to do it, but I'm going to have to get the hockey up first. Just so I know I can, when I do get to 125, I could advance, second advancer and stuff like that, and start working on some other characters. But yeah, see the Kuma one, the purple one on the side, I do need to get that one. I'm not too sure if you can get it in... Yeah, I don't think you can get it in the trials. I'm not too sure. But I have 50. And in order to even get your main to hockey like 1 and stuff like that, it's a little bit different than like just a regular character. You can throw on the hockey, the conquer, and all that stuff. You can throw on the 3 hockey elements and then level it up, of course. And it's a lot easier to get done. But with your main, they have the 4th one, which is at the top. It's the Kuma one. You have to get that up before you can actually level up your hockey. So I believe your main has to get to 5 or 10. Was it? No, it's not 10. That's Boa. Yeah, I think it's 5. I don't know. I seen it. I was looking it up a little bit to know what I'm kind of doing, but yeah, you got to get up to 5. So with the Kuma one, currently I only have 50, and the first level requires 70. So I'm going to have to get 20 more before I even get 1 hockey on my main. But of course, the more I start getting, the easier it is to get up my main with hockey. So hopefully we can get that done. I don't know where exactly you get the Kuma territory stuff, and like I don't know where you exactly get the orbs and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to kind of figure that out. But yeah, we're gonna have to probably buy them from events and stuff like that. I know in some of the shop events it's pretty cheap. It's like 5 gold and stuff like that, or they have them when you're topping up and stuff. And then of course I believe you can start advancing some of the other characters, although you need them to be at like certain hockey and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna have to start doing that. Certain characters require higher levels and stuff like that, but I am leveling up Boa. It's probably going to take me a little while because I do have to get her up. I forgot how many times you have to get her up, but you have to reborn and do all that stuff. So that's what I'm doing with her right now. Hopefully I can actually get that done. Already second advanced her with the like, because you have to advance her first before you can actually second advance. So I already did the first one, so once we get the hockey to 10, I will be able to advance her, well, once we get to 125 and get her to 10. But we'll get her to Hockey 10 before she actually hits 125. Because I gotta go up 5 more levels, which, yeah, it's not that easy. And yeah, I'm gonna have to start, like, trying to get my main up as well. So I'm gonna have to start working on that. I'm gonna start working on getting the sets upgraded. I do have quite a bit of material currently. So I gotta figure out what I want to do with that, because I have 5 characters, so you gotta kind of, either you're just gonna make one character really OP, which, I mean, I guess kind of works, but probably better to do like one character pretty OP and then just have another character just in case. So I'm gonna do that. Currently we're trying to get Nami switched out for Boa. My main will be starting to go up as well. Hopefully we can get that done. I need to start leveling up her stats. As you can see, it's not that high. And then some of the other characters I need to get up as well. And then I'm working on Zoro's ring and stuff like that. Although some people wanted me to do Luffy, which is not that hard to do, although the only problem you actually have with switching out characters is Hockey, because you can't really get it back unless you spend gold. But the amount of gold they require to actually get that back is insane. It's like, so if I were to do like Zoro, it would be like a couple thousand gold for me to actually get all that Hockey back. So it's just not worth it. It's better just to save up. But I think I'm going to work on Boa first, switch out Nami, because Nami's not as strong as she used to be. I mean, she's pretty strong, but Boa's going to be better in the long run, so I'm going to do that. I don't know about the other characters. I got to kind of look into what characters I should be going for, because there's a few of them that I want to get, but some of the characters that are really good to actually get, you have to get from like events, you have to save up, you have to either spend a ton of gold or like just random stuff that I really don't want to do. So we'll see how all that turns out. But one other thing I do have to work on is getting the gems up. I have been getting them up a little bit, but I gotta start leveling up some of the other characters, because like Zoro, he's almost, his are basically almost at 30, except for I think like the ones he doesn't use. I don't level those ones up, of course, but I think some of his HP, not HP, what am I saying, some of his defense ones are pretty low, so I gotta get those up. But some of my other characters like Chopper and stuff like that, I gotta get those guys up like a lot, because his I think are still on like level 20. So I gotta work on that, but that does require a ton of berry. Like, it may seem like I have a lot of berry, but it's really not that much, considering each day you gotta do Hockey, which is 20, or is it 10 times, which is like 2 million. So there's 2 million a day that you gotta do. Plus, if you're leveling up sets, that requires silver or berry, whatever you want to call it. And like just a ton of stuff requires the berry that you're gonna actually need to get some of the stuff done. So 25 million may seem like a lot, but like if I level up, let's see, like if I level up Chopper's gems up to like 30, at least half that berry's gone instantly. That's how much berry you actually need to get some of these gems up to higher levels. Plus I gotta start upgrading them to like 7-star, and there's higher level ones of course, but yeah, I gotta start getting them up as well. I'm gonna have to start working on the treasure as well. I do only have like 4 pieces that are at 110. I do have 2 in my warehouse, but that one's at 130 and 140. Somebody told me just to break them down. I might as well just keep them. I mean, I'm gonna get to 130 pretty soon anyway. Well, not pretty soon, it's gonna take me a while to get there, but once I get it, at least I'll have 1 item. So I'm gonna have to start working on getting better treasure than the ones I have. Like the ones I'm actually getting out of the battlefields and this one are gonna be better than like most of the ones I have on my other characters. So I'm gonna start putting those ones on and maybe level them up a little bit or something. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be doing, leveling up sets, leveling up characters, hopefully switching out to Boa pretty soon. Although leveling her is taking a little bit of time, so it's not going to be right away or anything like that. Plus, I do have to work on getting as much hockey as I can possibly get, so yeah, that's not an easy feat as well, so hopefully that doesn't take too long, but maybe in the next, well, not in the next one, because the next one's probably going to be the rest of the battlefield, which usually is like 2 videos, so the next 2 videos is going to be the rest of the battlefield, of course, so if you want to watch that, by all means. But after that, I am going to be doing one, probably, I don't know, I'm probably going to wait a little while after the next one, and the only reason I really want to wait is because I'm not going to be able to get my mains hockey up instantly, like right when I get the battlefield done, just because I don't have the required material to actually get it done. So I think I'm gonna maybe wait for an event, or if I can get 70, maybe I can show you just like the one hockey, kind of explain how to get it up and stuff like that. And there are higher levels, of course. There's the purple one, which I believe is the sure one, the advanced and stuff like that for your other characters, but of course that requires certain things and stuff like that. But I'm gonna have to start getting into all of that, so I'm probably gonna make another video hopefully pretty soon with the mains hockey. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but I just gotta look out for some pretty good events where I can actually get some of it. I know they have it for like topping up, because you usually get the Conquer and the Kuma one, so that's a good way to get it, although I don't really want to top up every time just to get that. They usually have them in the market one. I forgot what it's actually called. I don't remember the name of the events, but the one they sell it in there, I think it's like 5 gold or something, or I think it's like maybe 10 actually, for like 5 or something like that. So there is that one as well, but yeah, I just gotta figure out where to get it from and how to actually obtain it. Then I gotta like research into some of the characters, because I do want to switch out some of the characters, although I'm gonna have to the only problem with switching out characters, I'm gonna have to level them. So I'm gonna have to first advance them to actually second advance them, and depending on what character I go with, the second advance requires a certain level, so, and sometimes they require certain hockey as well, so the character might be able to, usually I think they're the same, but sometimes they're not, but sometimes they require higher hockey to advance again, so yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that. But for now, we're gonna be working on Boa. We're gonna be switching her out hopefully pretty soon. I don't know who you can actually switch out Chopper for, and then we got Kaya, I don't know how you say her name. I got her as well, which, as you can see, she's not doing good at all, because her set's not even leveled. So I wasn't really focusing on that character when I was leveling, because I leveled like Zoro first, then Nami, and then Chopper, and then probably my main, and then the other one. So I'm gonna have to start leveling her gems. I'm gonna start leveling Chopper's gems, start leveling up their gear, start getting more stats on their gear and stuff like that. And then figure out which characters to actually switch them out, because there are certain characters you can go for. So Jinbei, there's Boa, there's Aokiji, like there's a ton of characters, although those ones are a lot harder to get. But depending on which characters you want to go for, you're gonna have to build around them. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out which characters work well together and which ones don't, and kind of go off that, and which characters I gotta switch around coming up, because it's gonna start getting a lot harder once we start getting closer to like 125 and stuff like that. A lot of people start getting stuck up in these levels, so we're just gonna try to get as much power and as much attack and stuff like that on our characters as we can, so I don't get stuck as much. As you can see, some of my characters are finally dying compared to some of the other stages, although I'm not changing formation, and I'm not really switching around. Like, I'll switch around like Zoro and stuff like that, but I'm not changing the formation. Usually that helps out a lot. So later on, probably in like a couple levels, I'm gonna have to start doing that, start actually figuring out what characters do what and stuff. But for now, we can kind of cruise through it. We should be able to get through the full battlefield, no problem, and unlock hockey. Hopefully, I can get enough to actually get that done pretty soon. It's just a matter of luck, because I don't know where to get the Kuma ones for your main hockey. I'm going to have to go figure that out. I'm going to have to go look on probably the forums, or there's probably somewhere where I can actually check into all that stuff. Or if you guys know, please let me know, because, yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm doing. I'm just playing the game, because this is the farthest I've made it. And, usually there's not too much information. Like, there's information out there. It's just really hard to find. You gotta go sift through all the forums and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to go look through all of that and figure out what I'm gonna be doing. But yeah, that's basically about it for this one. Thank you guys for watching if you did make it this far. The next two videos are just gonna be the rest of the battlefield. And of course, I don't want to unlock hockey till the end of that. And I kinda don't want to just like throw in at the end, throw in a commentary just for the hockey. So maybe after those two, I'll make another video showing you the new gear, because I'm going to be going and upgrading that, the gems, and like all of my stuff, my treasures and stuff like that. I'll show you guys all that stuff on my character. So that's probably going to be I say the next video, because the next two are, I don't really count those, but yeah, the ones after those, that's probably what the video is going to be after that. I'm just going to show you guys my stats and stuff. Hopefully by then I have Boa and maybe some other stuff, but we'll see how it actually all works out. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys later.